.com to learn about membership.
What will trade aid payments look like? USDA keeps its promise, just barely. I'm Steve White. It's midday time for Top Ag News on the second day of 2026. The Ag Department has been saying it would release payment rates for the $12 billion bridge program by year's end, and sure enough, in the waning moments of 2025, they dropped the numbers. For Nebraska's major crops, payments are set at $44.36 per acre for corn, $30.88 for soybeans, and $39.35 for wheat, with checks expected by February 28th. USDA said the payments are meant to provide short-term cash flow as producers head into spring planting after several years of high input costs and weak commodity prices. Commodity groups say the assistance will help, but they stress the payments fall well short of covering losses and emphasize the need for stronger markets. Corn growers say they appreciate the funding. In a statement, National Corn Growers President Jed Bauer said growers have been sounding the alarm about the fact farmers have been faced with multiple consecutive years of low corn prices and high input costs. Bauer said the assistance is welcome, but in his words, quote, "We urgently need the administration and Congress to develop markets in the United States and abroad that will provide growers with more long-term economic certainty," end quotes. If you've got questions on the bridge program, contact your local FSA office. USDA continues to talk tough on foreign ownership of farm grounds. Alex Makovica has more.
The U.S. Department of Agriculture has announced new actions to limit foreign adversaries' involvement in the ag industry. They say that plan includes tougher reporting requirements on who owns U.S. farmland and new rules blocking foreign adversary-linked companies from participating in USDA programs like BioPreferred. USDA says the goal is to keep American farmland, research, and federal farm dollars focused on U.S. farmers, ranchers, and domestic supply chains.
Thanks, Alex. For added context, USDA data shows about 2% of farmland is foreign-owned. Nebraska right in line with that. 98% of farm ground is American-owned. Of the land that's not, it's generally owned by investors from Canada and Europe. Nearly all the foreign-owned farm ground in Nebraska is crop ground in one county, Antelope County, owned by Canadians. Nebraska has taken steps through legislation to tighten the rules, as Governor Jim Pillen calls it a common-sense step to put America's farmers and ranchers first. In case you missed it, Costco has decided not to pursue a second chicken plant in Nebraska. Bryce Duskin has the details.
The project, often referred as Phase 2, would have expanded operations tied to Lincoln Premium Poultry, which operates Costco's poultry complex near Fremont, Nebraska. That expansion was to include additional production capacity and a consolidation center. Growers supplying that facility were informed earlier this month that Costco opted not to proceed with the second phase. In a message to growers, Lincoln Premium Poultry leadership said Costco is comfortable with the current market supply projections and believes it can source chicken through a mix of existing partners.
Thanks, Bryce. Iowa state ag officials confirm a case of highly pathogenic avian influenza in a backyard flock of chickens and ducks in Dallas County, just west of Des Moines. The affected birds were euthanized, quarantine measures in place. No commercial poultry facilities are affected. It comes as migratory birds move through the Midwest, increasing the risk. While the virus poses little threat to the general public, it can be deadly to poultry and disrupt farm operations. Your